Hello everyone, I am Osima Biswal. Today I will discuss about bank rate policy of central bank. The bank rate policy is the traditional method of credit control used by the central bank. The bank rate or the discount rate is the rate at which a central bank is prepared to discount the first class bills of exchange. According to M. Spalding, the bank rate is the minimum rate charged by the central bank for discounting approved bills of exchange. Okay, in its capacity as lender of last resort, the central bank helps the commercial banks by rediscounting first class bills, that is by advancing loans against approved securities. The rate of interest which the central bank charges from the commercial banks for rediscounting the bills is called the bank rate. Okay, the bank rate is distinct from the market interest rate. The bank rate is the rate of discount of the central bank, which the market interest rate is the lending rate charged in the money market by the ordinary financial institutions. There is a direct relationship between bank rate and the market interest rate. A change in the bank rate leads to change in other interest rates prevailing in the market. In this sense, bank rate is the effective rate for lending or borrowing which prevails in the market. Bank rate policy aims at influencing a cost and availability of credit to the commercial banks, B. interest rate and money supply in the economy, and C. the level of economic activity of the economy. Okay, a rise in the bank rate makes the credit costlier, reduces the volume of credit, discourages economic activity, and brings down the price level in the economy. Similarly, a fall in the bank rate makes the credit cheaper, increases the volume of credit, and encourages the businessman to borrow and invest, and increases the levels of economic activity and the price level. Okay, effects of bank rate policy. First, effect on cost and availability of credit. Bank rate policy influences both cost and the availability of credit to the commercial banks. By changing the bank rate, the central bank affects the cost of credit. By raising the bank rate, it raises the cost of credit, and by lowering the bank rate, it lowers the cost of credit. By changing the eligibility rules or the conditions under which the commercial banks can secure loans, the central bank influences the availability of credit. Strict eligibility rules make it difficult, and lenient eligibility rules make it easy for the commercial bank to get loans from the central bank. Okay. Second, no simultaneous determination of interest rate and money supply. The central bank through its bank rate policy is able to influence the interest rates and money supply in the economy. Changes in the bank rate influences the interest rates in the money market. Changes in the amount that the central bank is willing to lend influence the money supply. But the central bank cannot simultaneously set both interest rates as well as the money supply. It must choose one goal or the other. Okay. O X represents quantity of money, OY represents rate of interest. DD is demand of money supply. In this figure, DD is the community's demand for the money coin. MM is the supply of money coin. OI is the interest rate. Okay, OI is the interest rate. Given the demand for money coin DD, if the central bank wants the rate of interest rises to OI to OI1, it must reduce the supply of money OM to OM1, and if it wants the rate of interest to fall from OI to OI2, then the money supply increases from OM to OM2. Okay, it must reduce the interest rate from OI to OI2. Thus, given the demand for money function, the central bank cannot simultaneously choose interest rate and the money supply. Third, effect on the level of economic activity. The bank rate policy affects the level and structure of interest rates and thereby the level of economic activity in the economy. A change in the bank rate leads to a corresponding change in the other interest rate of the market. This makes credit either dearer or cheaper. The change in the market interest rate affects the willingness of the businessman to borrow and invest. This will in turn affect the level of economic activity and the price level. Fourth, the announcement effect. The announcement effect of a change in the bank rate influences the credit psychology in the economy. A rise in the bank rate is regarded as official signal for the beginning of the period of relatively dearer money, and fall in the bank rate is an indication for the onset of a cheaper money phase. 5. Bank rate policy during inflation and depression. Bank rate policy is used to control the inflationary as well as deflationary situation in the economy. During inflation, the central bank increases the bank rate. As a result, other interest rates in the money market will rise, thereby rising the cost of bank credit. This will discourage the businessman from borrowing from the banks. The volume of credit will decrease, the level of economic activity will decline, and the price level. During depression, the bank rate is reduced. It will reduce the market rate of interest, makes the bank credit cheaper, encourages the businessman to borrow and invest, push up the level of economic activity and the price level. 6. Effect on balance of payment. A rise in the bank rate will set right an adverse balance of payment. An adverse balance results in an outflow of gold. As the bank rate is raised, other interest rates in the money market go up. As a result, there will be a movement of foreign capital into the country because of better return and stoppage of capital going out of the country. Okay. Moreover, the demand for domestic currency will rise, raising its value and making the exchange rate more favorable. Assumptions of bank rate policy. The success of bank rate policy is based on certain assumptions. First, the commercial banks possess sufficient quantities of eligible securities. Second, commercial banks are not prejudiced against rediscounting their eligible securities with the central bank. Third, commercial banks keep only minimum cash reserves, just sufficient to carry out their day-to-day operations. For additional cash requirements, they freely approach the central bank. Fourth, there exists a close relationship between the bank rate and other interest rates. Fifth, borrowing and investment of the businessman depend upon the prevailing interest rates of the commercial banks. Sixth, there exists an elastic economic structure. In other words, prices, costs, wages, employment and production are flexible enough to change according to the changes in the borrowing and investment by the businessman. Seventh, there exists no artificial restriction on the international flow of capital. limitations of bank rate policy. First, insensitivity of investment. Second, ineffective in controlling deflation. Third, conflicting effects. Fourth, ineffective in controlling balance of payments disequilibrium. 5, indiscriminatory. 6, non-dependence of commercial banks. In next class, I will discuss about limitations of bank rate policy in very short, and I also discuss about operation open market operations. Thanks for watching.